Most of us have huge projects sitting within our to do list, and we defer them, we delay getting to them because we know it's going to take us quite some time. However, in today's show, I'm going to be sharing my favorite AI tool, which is Perplexity, and in particular, Perplexity Labs, which really does help with creating efficiencies and reducing time re-research to even 10 minutes. Now, in my previous video, I highlighted some distinctions between Gemini, ChatGPT, and Perplexity per se. Now, when you're on the free plan, you can search. You put in your prompt, it goes away, pulls the information together within a matter of 1 to 2 minutes. Then the next mode is research, which you can use, but it does have limited access. And this allows you, or what it does for you, I should say, is it goes in and does a deeper dive research, analyzing YouTube videos and podcasts and books, the whole plethora of information. That could take about 3 to 5 minutes. It pulls it together and presents it in a comprehensive way. Now, search and research, they're solid tools. But what Labs does, it takes us from having a research assistant through to building an entire team, which is fantastic. Now, the problem that we currently face is that when we have this huge project that's on our to-do list, we know that we need to go away and research. Then we need to organize the information. Then we think about, well, what's a different way that we could present this information? We could type it, or we could put it in a spreadsheet, or we could do it in a chart. There's a variety of different ways. And then it's about extracting all of that information and then writing a comprehensive report, which by the time we've done that, we've spent hours, days, or even weeks pooling it together, depending on how large the project is. However, the beauty of Labs is that we prompt it with enough clarity, but we just prompt it. And what Labs does, it goes away and does really deep research. And you'll notice when you use it is that you'll see all of the information. Where is it getting its sources from? So it cites its sources as well. Once it has pulled all the information together, it then presents it inside what's something called Assets Lab, which means that it has all of the files relating to your project, which means that it's easy to access. So, what could you use Labs for? Here are some use cases. One, you're a business owner and you're thinking of creating more services or more products, and you want to have clarity over what is your unique selling point. And more importantly, who are your competitors? You want a sense of what's the competitive analysis. Instead of you going away, doing it on or through Google, or going to a specialist library, like here in London, we've got one called City Business Library. You go away, you'd have your head in booked, you go through all the specialist reports, etc. What you can do is prompt Labs with such clarity. You want a competitive analysis. It goes away, does the work, and presents it to you. Quality information, because Perplexity really is known for its accuracy, and then you're good to go. Another one is data. Now, I do work in and around the nonprofit sector, supporting organizations. And one of the things that I see them face time and time again, it's not only nonprofits, but organizations per se, is they don't understand how to utilize the trillions of pieces of data that's sitting within their organization. This is where Labs comes in. You could take the data. It could be in a spreadsheet, for example, but you haven't analyzed it. And you know that there's a monitoring and evaluation report that's needed. You could use Labs to, you'd prompt it, you'd be specific about what you want it to do, and it would go away. It would churn through the information. It would compare and contrast and then pull up a solution that's relevant to what it is that you want it to do, saving you so much time. And that's why people avoid the kind of evaluation process, because they have multiple clients who are using different parts of the service, and then they're thinking about, oh, what does the funder need? Labs is excellent for this. Then, just in terms of your personal life, you might be planning an intergenerational holiday. You're going with your children and your grandchildren, and let's say that you want to go to Accra in Ghana over the festive season. So, some of your children or even your grandchildren, depending on how old they are, they want to go to Dete December and have a fantastic time. So, what you can do is that you can prompt labs in terms of you're planning an intergenerational family holiday, want to go to Ghana, Accra, Dete December. Your budget is, let's say, 5,000. What could you do for that? So instead of you spending hours researching, travel vlogs, as well as going through travel brochures or even travel agents, what you can do is go to labs and then it can pull it all together for you, and it will present you with a daily itinerary that takes account of all the differing needs within this intergenerational holiday. So you can already see some of the benefits, and you can apply this to any niche, any situation, but you can see the benefits of labs and its efficiencies. Now, is labs wonderful? Is it magic? No, it's efficient. And what you have to do is make sure that you're prompting it with quality information. If you give it a vague prompt, you're going to get a vague response. But if you give it quality information, and that's why, as much as there is AI around, humans in the loop, that means me and you, all of us are still needed. We are interacting with these AI tools to bring about the best results for our lives. So, what I'm inviting you to do is to take one of your items on your to do list and feed it into labs. I want you to share with me, how long would it have taken you if you'd done it the way that you used to do it? And how long did it take labs to complete it in a way where you were satisfied? And the report that labs can give you, maybe it's good to go, you can use it, or you can edit it. And I think it's always important that we bring ourselves into the editing process so that we are bringing our domain expertise. And it is something that each and every one of us really needs to respect and own and treasure about who we are as individuals. We've each got one or multiple domains of expertise, and we bring that when we're interacting with these AI tools. So I'd love to hear your responses in terms of the project that you're working on. How did you find labs? And put your comments in the comment box below. Also, share this with other baby boomers, silent generation, Gen Xers who are flowing through their 50s, who are interested in finding out how they can bring efficiencies, whether it's to their personal lives as well as to their professional lives. And if you find value in what I'm sharing with you all here, please subscribe to my channel. Stay well, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.